Thank you very much, gents. Now, with the brand purpose of using their money expertise to do good, Nedbank continues to position itself as a bank for small businesses. They start from the premise that says money well managed has infinite power to do good, and as a result, they encourage their clients to see money differently. And while we face tough socio-economic times, Gulam Kader from Nedbank Business Banking is here to share his insights on how small businesses can continue to thrive through these challenging times. A very good morning to you, Gulam, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Katlego.
Now, we are, of course, doing all that we can, or hopefully doing all that we can to try and encourage small businesses, because they do facilitate quite a key role in economic growth. But far too often, when there is a bit of a crunch, they're the first to feel that. So what can you tell me about what the Small Business Index is saying right now about the economic climate?
Yeah, so anything, I mean, it's important for us, to take the results of the Small Business Index seriously, because of the specific space that small business occupies within our economy. So when we got the results of the Small Business Index at the last quarter, we're obviously quite concerned, with the results when we saw that there's been a marked decline in terms of the results of the kind of climate from that we're reading from the small business segment. We run this survey on a quarterly basis. We interview a wide range of small businesses from 500,000 turnover clients to 20 million rand. So it's important for us because this is the sector of the economy that generates quite a lot of employment. So it's kind of testing the level of confidence that sits within the small business segment. It also tests the financial outlook and also the level of support that they derive from either the private sector or the public sector. So when we got the results in, obviously, we were quite concerned. This is the lowest that we've seen since inception of the index, which has been running for some 4 years now already.
And what have you identified as the main causes for this sharp decline? And then also added to that, what can entrepreneurs then do to navigate their businesses through these challenges?
So I think the main causes are probably related to how the small business actually see, the current political instability and, kind of the economic environment that they operate within. And I think the key messages that we got from that is really around some of those verbatims that we got from what businesses are saying. So they used words like depressing, troubling, things like that came through quite strongly. And I think that what worries us is that there are quite a few initiatives, especially in the private sector, like the CEO initiative, for instance, that was developed towards the latter part of 2015 to try and stimulate small business SME environment. And what is troubling is that what we're sensing from this is that businesses are not really seeing the impact of that, or it is not well publicized sufficiently. And then, of course, within the government sector as well, the formulation of the Small Business Ministry, they're doing quite a lot of interesting work and quite a lot of interesting projects and initiatives, and that clearly is not being sensed by the respondents to our survey to say that this is making an impact.
And so then, to that, could you maybe then give some words of advice to entrepreneurs in business, those looking to take that leap of faith into entrepreneurship, especially in terms of what they can expect from a banking partner who is literally a partner walking the path to success with you?
Yeah, so I'd say the first thing that I think businesses need to look at is perhaps go back to understanding, in this very vast and changing world that we're operating within, business clients are also, their needs and wants are changing. So I think it's important for business to go back and understand what is it that our clients actually need and want. I think the second important thing that they need to do is cash flow is the lifeblood of all small businesses. So make sure that you optimize your cash flow. The third thing that I'd say is watch that expense line. In troubling times like we're in, it's valuable for you to keep an eye on, are you perhaps negotiating the right terms with your suppliers? Are you getting the best deal for what you're paying for? Are there opportunities that you can create efficiencies in your business? Take out the wastages and things like that. Be proactive in terms of managing that expense line. And then, most importantly, make sure that you have a financial partner that can actually walk with you on this journey. to ensure that you get through these troubling times.
Gulam, thank you very much for joining us and for your expert advice this morning. Of course, managing and growing your business during economic change may be a challenge, but Nedbank's expertise can support and guide you through your financial decisions and equip you with the right kind of tools to ensure your success. So for more information and expert advice, simply visit nedbank.co.za/business.
I'm an entrepreneur, a game changer. Now, I need my money to up its game for my business.
Get a new generation small business bundle and save up to 40% on banking fees. See money differently. Nedbank.